Greetings. I thought maybe today I would go out and take the underwater camera and look for some salmon fry. See what I can find in the river. What I do is I don't own a GoPro. I like to, but they're a little too expensive for me. So I've got a cheaper GoPro knockoff. Little underwater camera I stick on the end of a extending rod that you'd use for painting or something like that. Like I said, I'd like to have a GoPro, but this will work for me for now, I guess. Someday maybe I can get one. But anyway, I turn it on and I drop it into the stream here, and I start looking for fish and seeing what I can find. Most of the small fry and stuff are in the back little corners like this. You can see some here in the foreground. Wherever they got some obstructions or rock or something and the current is slow. One of my favorite places to look is off this ledge here, because the river has cut out from underneath the bank. And that's a good place for little things to hide. So I just drop it down there like this and see what's down there. And usually I spot something. Oh, there goes a little coho fry right there. There he is. But they're kind of skittish about that little camera. It's amazing. Can't get too close to them. Look at the little devils. Now we have king salmon spawning in the river now, but I have not seen a king salmon fry. So I believe most of the king salmon are fish that are bypassing the fish hatchery and just coming up the river. Another good spot. Look for salmon fries under logs like that. You can see under here that it's they've got a lot of cover. There's some really small ones here. They look like coho or silver salmon fry also. Anywhere you've got a cut bank and some cover. We have a lot of predators. You know, the Dolly Varden will come up and eat these things, but their biggest concern right now are probably kingfishers and bald eagles. Try to take these fish. So they're really skittish about something being above them. Hey, there goes one there pretty close. There's a few in here around this log. But anyway, it gives me something to do every year to check how the fish are doing. Gets me outside. The river keeps changing course here. Won't be long and before the river will be on this side of the river. Yeah, on this side of the little valley here. Just barely made it across. Now, this is kind of usual here because I think the river creek water was going underground for a while and then came out, but you can see where these fish are fighting a little current coming out of that dark area. There's lots of little hidey holes for them. Get away from predators and people. These fish, now the pink salmon fry have already left. And so have the chum salmon fry. And these are the coho, and they will spend the summer here and get bigger. And then real early next spring, these fish will migrate out. They have to be in salt water for, fresh water after they hatch for about 18 months or 2 years. King salmon are the same way, and sort of the steelhead. But these are definitely coho fry or silver salmon. Dark under there. Yeah, but they like to hide there. Good spot for them. There he goes. Anyway, I was out, quit raining, so I was out with the camera, wading around, got my old hip boots on, Actually, I walk pretty good in the water. The pressure against my legs and so forth, I actually can, if the bottom of the river is really light and gravelly and flat and the current isn't too heavy, I can walk pretty good in the water. My problem is getting out of the water and trying to lift my feet and legs over rocks and logs and stuff, and my balance is terrible. But I've got that long pole, and anybody who knows anything about, like trapeze artists or whatever, the reason to have a long pole like that is it helps them keep their balance walking ropes or walking a beam or something. So it helps from making helps my walking and balance a little bit carrying that thing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It's a pretty short one. I'll probably working on a couple more videos, including one about the king salmon here in southeast Alaska. They're getting smaller every year. Probably in the last 20 years they've lost maybe 20-30% of their body weight, and also the number of eggs they carry. So I'm going to try to make a more scientific video. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't watched my other videos, just go to YouTube and type in Exploring Sitka Alaska, or heck, you can type in Oldduffer and it'll pop up my channels. We've had a lot of rain this spring. It's been a very wet spring. One of the wettest I've ever seen here. I've got a camera tied up here in the tree, videotaping me. I'm also going to be putting out my trail cams again here pretty quick. So if you didn't see my last video with the deer and the trail cams, this is one spot where I had a trail cam. It's also a good spot for me to cross the river. I can easily get across here. Pretty soon the salmon and the dolly varden will show up. About 30 more days, I'll start seeing some fresh fish in the river. So until my next video, well, I'll catch all you people later, and thank you again for watching a crazy old man make videos here in Sitka, Alaska. Till later, goodbye.